Welcome to the Man United stream, hope you're doing well. It's Monday morning and we've got a jam-packed out show for you today. Yes, we're talking about Sir Jim Ratcliffe and that 25% takeover. We're hearing news that this could be the week that he comes into play and starts making his moves. We're also talking about Jadon Sancho and Donny van de Beek leaving Man United as soon as this January transfer window opens up. Also in today's show, we're going to be talking about Roy Keane and Gary Neville and their rants on United. They have absolutely annihilated this current Man United team. We'll be discussing that and more in today's show. We're also going to be discussing Varane and how he could be on his way to Marseille this January transfer window. We're also discussing what might be coming in under this new leadership of Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Man United are being heavily linked to bringing in two new players this January transfer window. One of them is a top striker in Europe, currently playing in the Bundesliga. And we're also going to be bringing in a new centre-back. We'll let you know which centre-back that is. So before we kick off today's show, please go ahead and make sure you hit the like button on this video so it gets pushed out to lots more Man United fans. And if you are not a subscriber already to our channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also, before we forget, we want to say a huge thank you to everybody that has already subscribed to this channel. It's been amazing, the growth of this channel from day one to now. We never envisaged it growing so fast, so quickly. And to everybody who drops their comments below and supports the channel, thank you very much. Okay, so let's kick off today's show with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his 25% takeover of United. It's getting dragged out like everything else at United. I mean, lots of fans will be turning up the pressure on this deal to go through and have some kind of hope, some kind of change taking place at United, especially seeing the result and performance of away game against Newcastle. It was poor, it was dire, and we are expecting changes to take place under Sir Jim Ratcliffe, so everyone wants that to happen very quickly and before Christmas. Will it happen or not? We've actually heard that this could be the week that Ratcliffe actually starts working alongside the Glazers to sort this mess out. Will that actually be announced? We're not quite sure, but watch this space. We're hoping that it does get announced this week and things start moving in the right direction. Now, moving in the right direction, we're also hearing that Jadon Sancho and Van der Beek are going to be sold in the January transfer window. They have been heavily linked with exits out of United. Van der Beek was up for sale in this summer transfer window. It didn't happen and he stayed at United, but this time, January transfer window, there is huge links with him going off to Galatasaray. And Sancho, well, we don't need to discuss that anymore, do we? We already know Sancho is probably very likely to go and join some other club with his problems with Ten Hag. It doesn't seem like they're going to get resolved. There was talk of Sir Jim wanting to keep Sancho. There might still be some movement on that, but if you were a betting man, you'd probably bet that Sancho would be sold in the January transfer window. Now, another player that we can see leave United is Raphael Varane. Yes, it has taken a huge turn, his career at United, from a couple of months ago when he was being touted as our cornerstone at the back with Martinez, that partnership, but that seems to have fallen apart. He is now not in favour with Ten Hag for whatever reason. He's not being played, and Varane looks set to leave in the January transfer window, and the most likely target now being talked of is Marseille. The French club are looking to sign Raphael Varane, and this actually sounds like the perfect club for Varane. Most players love going back to their home nation, playing for a club there and ending their career, and this could be one of those moves for Varane that might actually suit him. We've heard that Varane does not like the sound of going off to Saudi and playing there. We've heard that he wants to stay in Europe, and this could be the perfect move for Varane. Let us know in the comments below what you think about Raphael Varane leaving. Do you think we should hold on to him a little bit longer, maybe another year, see what he can give us, or do you think it's time for him to leave and to be sold? Now, the perfect replacement for Varane, if he does leave, is Todibo, who's playing for Nice currently, owned by Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So there's been a lot of talk about him coming to United and that being a deal that's already been done behind the scenes. Ratcliffe probably sanctioned it as well. There was a lot of talk this summer transfer window of Todibo joining Man United. It didn't happen for whatever reason. We're not quite sure whether it was Maguire, whether it was just the finances at United, but Todibo did not join United, but that interest has remained there, and it looks like United will be aggressively pursuing Todibo this January transfer window. What do you think about this player? Do you think United should be signing him, or do you think they should be signing someone else? Again, drop your comments below. Another player that United are really heavily linked to and are looking to bring in is Guirassy. He's a striker currently playing for Bundesliga, highly rated, very, very good player, and he might actually suit the Premier League pretty well. He's a big, strong lad, really physical, good striker, has got a really good shot on him. Now, last week there was talk of Ivan Toney joining Man United. Man United were looking to go after him, but it looks like Ivan Toney is not going to be that easy to sign, and he will be a lot more expensive, whereas Guirassy is probably a cheaper option, probably an easier option to go after, and that's probably why he is the top target for United in this January transfer window. Watch this space. We'll have to wait and see if United actually go and actually make a move for him, or whether it's just paper talk. We will find out very soon, I'm guessing. Now, this weekend hasn't been a great weekend for Man United, losing to Newcastle away from home. The performance was key. It wasn't the scoreline. It wasn't that we lost 1-0. It was the manner in which we lost that game. United did not look like they were going to ever score. They just looked toothless. They looked like they had no options, no plan as to how they were going to go and score and win against Newcastle, and that has left many fans upset, including some ex-players. We heard Gary Neville and Roy Keane both go off on rants about the way Man United were playing, and rightly so. I think a lot of fans must speak up against what we're seeing at United right now. The players look like they're not giving it their all. They're not working hard enough. Why is that? We need to really get to the bottom of this. Ten Hag, as a manager, needs to answer these questions. Why are his players not performing to the ability that they should be? Ten Hag needs to get to the bottom of this as a manager. He is the one who we're looking at to get the best out of the players. Okay, we've got lots of things going on off the field with the takeover, with everything else that goes on around United. It is like a circus, but the manager and the players need to remain focused, and Ten Hag has a job on his hands to make sure that the players actually go and give it the all when they do turn up and they are being played. There's lots of players right now at United that you can see are just coasting through the games. They're not actually giving it the all. They don't really care about the result, and that really hurts as fans who are going out there, spending money, spending time watching them play. You do not want to see that kind of performance. Let us know in the comments below what you think about these United performances so far, and do you think it's just a blip, or do you think it's a much more serious problem? And who do you blame? Who is to blame? Is it Ten Hag? Is it the players? Is it the Glazers? Who is at fault for the way United are playing right now, and what is the solution? We want to hear from you about the solutions, about how we get out of this mess. Make sure you drop a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. You're watching the Man United Stream channel, a channel by the fans for the fans.